Here's a quick walk around then. So yeah, 2014 registration, so just coming up to 10 years old. 11,500 miles or thereabouts on it. I mean, you know, for nearly 10-year-old bike, it's in pretty good condition. Single cylinder, 250, 26 horsepower, I think, something like that. Single disc at the front, single disc at the back. This one's the ABS, which has got combined brakes, so if you put the back brake on, you get a little bit of front brake as well. I think one of the three must be tiny little pistons in there. I think there are three of them, and when you put the back brake on, you get one plus the back brake. Side glass for the oil. I put some levers on, some adjustable levers. What else have I done? I put these foam grips on. I put that on, which is connected to a USB, so I can use the phone for navigation. I sprayed the heat shield on the exhaust. That's all I've done. I mean, a pair of tyres for this bike. A pair of tyres for this bike is 125 quid. That's for both tyres. I don't know what else to say really. Yeah, it's a good fun little bike. I mean, I'll keep it for a year or two. I never keep bikes longer than a year or two, but yeah, looks the part sufficiently that car drivers don't really know the difference, and yeah, car drivers, you know, don't take the mickey. So yeah, CBR250R. You should be able to get a decent one of these, I think, for under 2,000. Dealers' prices, well, dealers' prices are just ridiculous. I've seen one of these for sale. Remember, you've got the CBR300R as well, which is an upgrade to this. You've got the CBR300R. I've seen a dealer trying to sell one of these for 3,500 quid. Unbelievable. But yeah, you can get a decent one for, I'd say, less than a couple of thousand. Right, I think I'm recording. I've got this chin mount camera, and I've no idea. This is the first time I've used it, and I've also got a microphone by my chin. I've also just turned down this road, which I'm not quite sure whether it's open or not, but anyway, welcome aboard my new to me CBR250R. 250, yes, you heard it right, a little 250 single cylinder. I sold the V-Strom, bought a car, needed a car, unfortunately. This road's really bumpy. Bought this a few months later, so yeah, I've had this a couple of months, and it's great fun. It really is. So much smaller and lighter than all the other bikes I've had, sort of more recently. It really is good fun. A lot of people say this, it's more fun to ride a small bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow. And I mean, what that means is you're just more involved, you have to do more. You have to use the gears more. I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying at all. You can see whether all you can see, if all you can see is you know, a nice view of the top of the petrol tank or something. What's going on here then? this is some sort of race or something going on. Ah, yep, I thought so. Oh dear, never mind. So we'll turn round and head back the way we came. It's a shame because it's quite a nice little twisty road to ride. This is usually very pleasant indeed. However, yeah, this little bike, it's about, I think it weighs about 150-160 kilograms or something. And all the other bikes that I've had in recent years ranging from about 220 kilos to about 300 kilos. So this, in comparison, is almost half the weight of a pan-European. I've been on the motorway with it, and you know, I thought I'd feel really vulnerable on the motorway with this, but it was okay, you know, it's up there at 70 with easily another 10, 15, 20 miles an hour to play with for overtaking. Didn't feel too vulnerable at all, it was okay. Would I sit on the motorway for 5 or 6 hours on it? Absolutely not, no, it's not comfortable enough for that. Would I sit on the motorway for a couple of hours? Yeah, fine. I think I'm going to take it to northern France. I'm not going to do the big sort of south of France. It's too far on a small bike, I think. I'll certainly do, you know, across on the ferry or the Eurotunnel thing, and and do a bit of northern France. So yeah, there's a big hill coming up. Oh no, I've done the big hill, haven't I? I'm going to show how sort of well it pulls up hills. You know, power wise it's fine. I mean, I weigh about 11 stone, I think, and I'm about 5'6", 5'7", and it's the first bike for a very long time that I can flat foot. You know, so that's nice. So we'll just drop down into Eastbourne and have a coffee. Slightly leant forward, ever so slightly. It looks a lot more sporty than it is. You'll have seen, or you will see, the little walk around part of the video. It looks more sporty than it is. I mean, there's no weight on my wrists now. If I was going downhill and braking, there would be some weight on my wrists. You know, for me, this is a slightly more leant forward position than I'm used to with a V-stop. Just that bolt up front. Now, and you can see 10 miles per hour per 1,000 revs, so you know when you're in 6th easily enough. But it's got everything else. I mean, it's fuel injected
this way, there's some race on or something. You can't go where you want to go. What do they all want to do? What's it, haven't they? They're stop and go, doing the old thumbs up, not that she was watching. Now, see, normally I would go down there, that's a twisty road there, down to New Haven. Normally just drop down there. Now it's on a slightly different road into New Haven. But anyway, I hope this is just a very quick review. I'm not going to do all the specs, you can look the specs up if you're interested. Make a good commuter. They call these beginner bikes learner bikes, don't they? Well, I'm 57, I've had tons of bikes, bigger, faster, all the rest of it. I think all bikes are good, all bikes are fun. Enjoy it for what it is and what it can do, instead of focusing on what it isn't and what it can't do, and you'll enjoy any bike. That's what I think anyway. I mean, even a 125, even a Honda Cup, it's not to like. So yeah, we're just coming down into Eastbourne. I hope you can hear this, and yeah, I'll do a little walk around, which I'll put at the start or at the end. Get a little bit lost around here. Whether I'm supposed to go, oh, I don't know. I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh, town centre. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you haven't got a ton of money to spend on a bike, you don't want to get into this PCP hire purchase, whatever. You know, and a little 125 now can cost like £4,500 if you buy a new 125. Well, I'd say buy the cheapest 125 you can get, pass your test, and for the same money you can get a lovely little Royal Enfield 350. I was going to get one of those Royal Enfield 350s, but then, you know, I thought, well, I could spend £4 grand, look for a used 350 Classic. I don't like the Meteor. That new little Hunter looks good value as well, about £4,000. It's a great little bike. I'm going to end up somewhere where I don't really want to be now. I think I'm going to turn right here. Oh, I think I'm going in the direction of the sea. 13 litre fuel tank. I worked out when I filled it up last, I got 81 mpgs. 81 mpgs. Again, what's not to like about that? I haven't the faintest idea where I am. No, not a clue. Not a clue. I want to park just by the pier, where I think that's the direction to the sea, isn't it? Look, why all these cycle races going on up there, road closed? I'm not kidding. I mean, I know they got to enjoy their sport and they should be allowed to do so and all the rest of it, but literally every bloody Sunday you can't get where you want to go, and it's the same in Brighton, exactly the bloody same. You can't get anywhere. I come out really early in the morning. I mean, what time is it now? It's just after 9 o'clock now. I come out early because the amount of traffic, the sheer volume of traffic, when you get towards sort of late morning, midday, it's just bonkers. What have I done to this bike? I painted the exhaust heat shield. I put some of these nice adjustable grips on. They had those big goofy standard levers on. I put some of these foam grips on because it does get a little bit vibey. I put this on so I can use my phone as sat nav. That's got a USB socket on, so that's connected to the battery. Yeah, with an eye to doing some sort of longer rides and going to France. Right, well, we're just about here. Anybody's got any questions, you can put them underneath, and I'll answer them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll go and enjoy a coffee. TTFN. Oh, oops. You didn't see that. And off. No, and